You have 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
That is your max. You have 2.5 seconds
To engage them.
grab
Yep.
their attention,
Yep.
to interest them. And if you can't do it in 2.5 seconds, unless they are listening for certain things, like, there are some people that are out there that listen to nothing but music on TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that. But if it's short wise, people are just scrolling by. You have 2.5 seconds max to grab their attention.
And I've always been like, when it comes to like listening, especially online, because I try to, dabble a little bit in everything. And so I'm always hunting for new independent artists or somebody new to follow. And it's like, I think that a lot of that has to do with like, just whenever they put something out and you go and listen to it, like, I'll always, it's like gamble. It's like, Texas Hold'em. Like, no matter what the two cards I have are, I prefer to see the flop before I decide,
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, even if the instrumentals are god awful, I'll wait to hear how the vocals sound.
Vocals are, yeah. And I'm the same way, yeah.
Because even though it may still mesh well once you get it all. So I might have to listen to like 10, 15 seconds, 30 seconds of the intro to a song.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I hear the vocals, you're out of here, or you got me.
My thing is, depending on if it's live or not, changes that for me, because there's times that somebody will get on in some of these rooms where they do nothing but play music and they hype each other up, which is amazing. And they'll come in and they'll be real nervous and they'll start playing and they'll, be really quiet or real breaking up and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, they start getting into their song and then they stop paying attention to the screen and they really start getting that song and really start belting. And you're like, oh, that's it. Like, now I can go follow your stuff because you're really getting that song and you have the range that.
And that any other time, outside of being watched, they're probably killing it when they play.
Oh yeah,
it's just
and
a lot of nerves
live,
involved in what you're doing. Yeah,
stage fright's a bitch.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, is some of those guys are like, oh, I play shows all the time, this, that, and the other, and they actually do, and they do great. But when they get in TikTok, they're like, oh man, I'm worried if I'm going to get kicked out of this room because I'm not good enough. I'm worried about this, that, and the other. And as you heard earlier with one of my watch, that gets some pretty big people in there. Like, some of those people are not very good.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that because everybody can try to be better.
Well, and I think a lot of that has to do with like everyone's not very good at first, so you kind of have to like we were talking about earlier, like you have to encourage it.
But you also have to give the correct advice.
Yeah, you have to give criticism as well.
Well,
you have to be able to take both. I think you have to be able to take encouragement and criticism to get anywhere in anything you're doing.